Hello, Mr. Smith. How are you? Thank you so much for meeting with me. Uh, I am very happy to tell you that I have such good information to share with you about Philip because he has grown so much since he started 3 months ago. And this is his first assessment, and I am very excited to share it with you. We do we do the creative curriculum in our school, and this is the assessment that we have to do with our children every 3 months. And I want to share with you some aspects of this assessment. And what I want to tell you is what I want to tell you is about language development, because this is what we want to focus the most. So as Philip is not saying many words just yet, but it is amazing that how much he has improved since he started. And I think that is because you guys are working with him at home, we are working with him at school, and also now that he has his developmental therapist, I believe that is also helping Philip to strive and do better. So I want to tell you a couple of the things here in the curriculum. What he wasn't doing in the beginning, now he's doing much better, which is demonstrating understanding of simple directions, questions, and stories when we do a story time. So what are some examples of this? Like, for example, I'm like, okay, Philip, it's time to clean up. He knows that we are starting to transition, doing transition clean up to like go to the rug or do lunch or like go outside. And he also knows, oh, Philip, can you please go wash your hands? He knows that what he has to do. He's starting to follow directions, and that is like an amazing improvement, because in the beginning, everything was so new for him. So now it's amazing to see. Oh, bless you. It's amazing to see how much he has improved. Also, he gestures, he babbles and combines sounds to communicate using the rising and falling patterns of adults' speech, and produces first words. So like I was telling you, he's still not saying like 3-word sentences, but I am starting to notice that he is starting to make like words, like words are starting to come out, and that is an amazing improvement. An example is I'm trying to teach him how to say help when I see him frustrated when he's playing and he cannot do something. Like the other day, his horse was stuck, and he was like so frustrated. So I'm like, okay, Philip, come on, say help. And I'm even using sign language, and I'm say help. So the other time when I saw him and he needed he needed assistance, I saw that he was trying to say help. And I think he pretty much said it. So I was like, hey, yay, Philip, thank you for using your words. That's awesome. So encouragement is very good, when we are working with Philip. So another thing is that, and the other aspect is that he is exchanging single words like sounds and gestures with others. So he is doing that. And another thing is like, we were reading his favorite book. He absolutely loves trains, and after we read the book, I gave it to him during playtime. And when he had the book, it was really cool to see how he was like making the sound of the train, like choo choo. And so I overheard that, and I was like, Philip, that's awesome. Yes, trains say choo choo. So I know that he is starting to understand the story, and that now he's like doing it when he's playing on his own, and that is really good. Also, he pretends to read his favorite books. I love to see him at the library, and that is really good, because if he develops a love for reading and books, eventually, like that is gonna be so helpful for him later on when he does school and everything, when he starts elementary school. That's what I mean. He is starting to like make connections between his own life and the stories in the book, You know, I sometimes see him, you know, after we read a book that he likes, for example, The Trains, and his playtime, I see him going to the block center and getting the wooden train and playing with the wooden train. So he is connecting. It's like, oh, this is what we read, you know, and I wonder what is going on through his mind. And so that is the language development. Also, he is demonstrating interest in print. Like, I can see that, you know, like I can see that he likes when we read the stories. I can see that he's looking at the letters when he's looking at books. So like that is really, really good. Also, bless you.
Thank you.
Also, I wanted to tell you that we took some pictures because I wanted to show you some of the things. Oh, I'm sorry, you are not feeling well.
It's alright, it's just a cold.
Here is Philip, like while he was playing with the wooden train. And also you can see that he's playing with other friends a little bit, not as much. He's not as social as much yet, but he's starting to, like, you know, being like with the other kids and playing with them, you know, exchanging, you know, toys and stuff. Here is Philip playing outside with the chalk, you know, because we're also working in like doing, you know, how he plays on the like, you know, how he plays with others, how he's holding things, how his fine motor skills are doing. We're trying to encourage that as well. And here is like Philip also painting in the easel. I really think that he loved painting the easel. When he started, he didn't wanna he didn't really wanna paint in the easel, but now I can see how well he's doing, and he looks forward when I call him to do art. You know, he really, really likes it. And you can take these pictures with you home and share with your wife. I wish that she was able to come, but I know that it's hard to, like, for work, you know, and because of work she wasn't able to come. But something else that I want to tell you is that we have been working with Filip one-on-one with my other with the other teacher as well. She also works with him one-on-one, and we are trying to do that as much as we can during playtime. Like, we will sit with him and try to communicate with him, describe what he's doing. And I think that is what has helped for this assessment to be more successful, because we are doing our best to help Philip with the areas of development that he needs to be at, you know. So it's really, really good. Do you have any questions?
No, I think it seems like he's doing a good job from everything you said, so
Yeah,
that's good to know.
well, thank you. And do you, like, is it okay if I give you some suggestions of what to do at home with him? You know, I really encourage you that you guys read to him as much as you guys can. I can give you a list of the books that we read in class. Maybe you guys can, like, purchase them, or like you can borrow them from us, you know, and you can bring them home and read these books with Philip, because I think that will really also help with his language development. Also, an idea for him to, like, do better with his language and develop it is just having conversation. Even though he's not replying back to you, it's very difficult. You know, I work with toddlers, and it can be a little difficult to sometimes, you know, just feel like you're talking on your own. But it's not like that. He is receiving messages. He's constantly paying attention. He's at this age, children are very curious, and Philip, let me tell you, he is very curious. He wants to learn, and I am so happy to have him in my class. When you are with him, try to describe, you know, like, what you are doing. It's like, Philip, like, we're gonna be doing dinner, you know, Philip, it's time to take a bath, and you describe step by step what you are doing. And I think that also will help Philip, you know, develop his language. He may start, like, saying a couple words and everything. But like I said, you know, I am very happy to see the progress in Philip. And please, if you have any questions and if you have any concerns, please reach out to me by email, or, like, you know, just like, set up another meeting with me. I will always be open to any kind of help that you need from me, as much as I can. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Smith. I hope you have a great day.